Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of Castle to Castle podcast. So now that we have the YouTube channel and we're kind of getting into the video vibes here, one thing that we're going to start doing is just small discussion topics, games, just different odd and end content stuff for the channel. Subcasts in between the actual podcast episodes. So we wanted to jump on today, though, talk about last week D23 with the Ultimate Fan event. Put out a new lovely email talking about different things to know.
Lovely email. I put that in there. Lovely email.
But it's things to know before you go. So it talks about just some of the different policies and stuff. Honestly, most of the policies make sense.
And stuff we were expecting, to be honest.
Yeah, nothing that really jumps out at me for the convention center. What jumped out at me is at the Honda Center. So reading through this email just a little bit, it's some of the basic stuff. With the Honda Center parking, you can do a personal vehicle. They will have complimentary parking at the Honda Center, which that I wasn't expecting. Free parking at a big center event like that really kind of shocked me. But
That's
they are
nice,
gonna,
though.
Yeah, they are going to offer complimentary parking. There's also a D23 shuttle. There'll be complimentary shuttles from the Anaheim Convention Center to and from the Honda Center. Wheelchair accessible shuttles will also be available, and all shuttles will operate on a continuous departure schedule on a first-come, first-served basis.
Very cool.
Third option is by bus. You can take the Anaheim Regional Transportation buses, and they have complimentary transfers from Disneyland hotels and 16 of the Good Neighbor hotels.
Nice.
And then rideshare and taxi, like always. No big deal. That's kind of what we expected from a transportation front. What got me was the bag policy and the bag check.
Yeah, this is a little out there.
Complimentary bag check at the Anaheim Convention Center. So you can bring in the bag, and they list the sizing and whatever requirements and stuff, but there's complimentary bag check. However, at the Honda Center, bag check at the Honda Center for a nominal fee.
That is
some bull hockey.
Yeah, that's getting out of hand. Why do you have to pay
for them
to have a security check of your bag?
One, it doesn't even say what the nominal fee is. It goes on to say, as a reminder, the Honda Center has a strict no bag policy. The maximum size bag allowed at the Honda Center is 5 by 9 by 2, regardless of whether it's clear or not. Medical and diaper bags are a maximum of 12 by 12 by 12. Backpacks, including mini backpacks from brands like Loungefly, are not permitted under any circumstances.
Yeah, that's some bull hockey, because you know everyone at the convention center is going to have a Loungefly.
They're going to be purchasing Loungeflies for the,
Well, see, this is the part that really kind of caught me off guard is you're offering free transit to and from the convention center. So you're staying at Disneyland Hotel. You take the free complimentary shuttle over to the convention center, spend the day at the convention center, take the complimentary shuttle over to the Honda Center. But while you're there, like you said, we bought a Loungefly, we bought artwork, we got autographed merch, we bought a sweatshirt. I don't know what the hell you bought, but you bought stuff.
Yeah.
What do you do with it? They're not talking about having a locker option. They're not. So not only are you limited on your bag size, but you have to pay for a bag search. Like, in the history of events, I have never seen a bag search fee.
No.
Yeah, that's really weird. And you said this earlier, but it kind of opens the door into other stadiums and is like, is this something we're going to see in more places? Is this something Disney's doing or something that the center's doing? Because
I'm leaning to say it's the Honda Center, only because
I'm thinking so too.
With the extra piece saying the Honda Center has a strict no bag policy. But I just, from a Disney, even taking the parks out of the equation for a minute, let's say this is the Honda Center.
Yeah.
You as a Disney convention center, you as a Disney convention where you pride yourself on the exclusive merch and all of the different fandoms and all of the different stuff that you can get. How do you host an event at an arena that has this kind of policy?
Right. Yeah. And people are going to be at the convention center, which the convention center does not have the pay for security check with bags, correct?
Correct. It is complimentary.
So you'll be over there taking your bags, but then you're going to be buying all the stuff like we said, and some of it might be bigger items.
Bags won't be permitted on that rate.
Right, based on size, exactly. And that's kind of where my point comes in. All these people are going to have to go back to their hotels or go back to whatever before going down to the Honda Center.
I truly think there's going to be a lot less people at the Honda Center than they think.
Honda Center sold out. I mean, their tickets sold out.
I just feel like so many people on the internet were so mad about this, like about not this in particular, but like the fact with how much more they were charging than they normally do, and like all of the different rules and the fact that they have to transport from one center to another. I feel like everyone was so mad. I didn't think this was going to be as successful.
See, it's funny. I was actually happy that they moved arenas for the big stuff. I wasn't happy with the ticket pricing.
Right, yeah.
That really set off like it's that expensive. You're really stepping out that cost structure. But I was happy because the Honda Center is a little bit more, it's an arena. It's built to have tiered viewing.
Right.
It's built to have the big jumbotrons, a lot better than when you're in a convention center and everybody's sitting on the same level and you've only got these big screens on the front. Like,
yeah.
Better experience. But the cost, and now seeing this bag thing.
And that came out too after everyone made all their purchasing.
After everybody made all the
Right,
purchasing.
everybody already bought a ticket.
This is the other thing. There might people purposely not going to be bringing bags to the convention center, not to even go through a checkpoint. And then now being like, oh, well, if you buy stuff, we're going to have to go and check that for you, and you got to pay for it.
Right.
That's enough. That's you know,
and I
a whole
find it
other
funny
thing.
because it's the nominal fee, but it doesn't say what that nominal fee is.
Yeah.
Does nominal fee mean $5 or does nominal fee mean $25?
Right. And are they going to make a pass available at the beginning saying, hey, this is a flat price for the whole weekend? Or is it going to be every single day?
Time. Well, yeah, because once you leave the security bubble, you could put new things in it. So you would it would have to be a per check fee. But the other thing is, too, if you were going to offer that, why wasn't that offered as part of your D23 ticket?
Yeah.
So that makes you really wonder. I think it's the Honda Center doing that.
It is, but that's where I come back to.
But they should have known that going into
They should have known that before you put it at the Honda. It's not like Honda Center went, oh, by the way, no bag policy, all your people are screwed. They knew this before they booked it. They knew what was going on.
But they didn't tell us before.
That's not good communication.
No, Disney didn't tell anybody. So what I wonder, though, like, why this wasn't built into your D23 ticket.
Right.
Why it isn't just cost of doing business. If it is a nominal fee, and let's say that nominal fee is $5, sure, it's only $15 for the 3 days you're at the Honda Center. Not a huge deal. But why is that getting passed on to us?
Yeah.
Like, nobody was going to notice an extra $15 increase in your ticket. Why isn't that just being flattened in and then you just cover the security costs? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me why this fee is getting passed on, why they didn't tell you up front.
True.
Like, this is in the policy. This email went out 4 days ago.
Is that even even a thing anywhere at any stadium? Like, I feel like this is unheard of. You have to pay to get your bag checked.
I've never seen it. I've been in 3 different NFL stadiums. I've been in a half a dozen MLB stadiums, dozens of concert venues. I have never had a fee to have my stuff searched.
No.
I've had bag restrictions. I've had item restrictions. I understand that. That makes sense.
Right.
Like the clear bag thing makes sense to me.
Well,
But
whether
like-
it's a clear bag or not bag, whether it's a certain size, whether it's certain items, they're always going to have security
Yeah, but you
restrictions.
shouldn't have to pay to be like, let me unzip 3 zippers. Or what if it's just one? Okay, open this up. Here you go. A 2-second thing that you're going to charge me $5 for?
$5.
Here's my phone charger and tampons. Was this worth the money?
Well,
Like-
you know, it's actually really funny you said that.
As the shelf, guys.
As you hit the shelf.
I keep hitting the
He's
shelf.
swaying.
But it's funny you say that because I had mentioned this to somebody off screen. I was talking with them, and they had said that it actually seems like it's it's prejudicial against women.
How so?
Because
Exactly
the females
what you
are going
just
to.
said. Tampons, pads, different things that a woman may need to take
Right.
that a guy doesn't. So because I don't need things like that,
Wait a
I don't have to
second.
pay for a security fee.
So what about.
Because we have to pay to bring them in.
You would need a bag,
Right.
unless you're just going to carry the tampons in your hand or in your
Right.
pocket.
So we have to pay.
What's
to get
bad
in.
though is
Right.
you can take this to another standpoint of think about any type of medical stuff, diabetes meters. If people bring an EpiPen in, any
Yeah.
of those type of zippers, that technically has to get security checked. Are you going to make them? Oh, we have to check your zipper insulin and your blood. The
going to.
meter. That is not right to be like, hey, because you have a medical need, you have to bring this in. You have to get charged to look at it. That is not good.
Well, and it's interesting because they do
It's
make
at
an
that point,
exemption as far as size goes, like medical bags and diaper bags, maximum of 12 by 12 by 12. So it gives it a bigger sizing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say it's exempt from any of the fees.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, you have diabetes. You have to pay extra to get in here.
Right, but even like think of like with the diaper bags, like I don't know. It's just
No, this policy, if this is something that catches on, which if it's a way for people to make more money, you definitely see it happening. How many new sports stadiums are going to do that?
Right.
I don't think it should be legal to do this.
Well, I mean,
do
you're
kind
going
of agree
to a
with what,
private event. I mean, legally it's there.
No, like, but I do agree with what
ethically.
I didn't think of it like that before. But I mean, you're right. It is very discriminatory to lots of different groups, to medically disabled, to women who need to carry.
But they're acting like it's this like specialty thing that has to happen.
Right.
Right.
Nothing
It's
is
something
special
that
is
happens in
happening.
every sports stadium across the country.
Well, because even when you're going through an airport, you don't have to pay to go. Like, okay, TSA, that's a whole other thing with TSA pre-check. But
yeah, if you're paying
you
for
don't
that,
like
but
think of it that way. Like when you go and take your carry-ons and stuff, and you're getting scanned in the machines, like that's specialty stuff. You're not paying to get searched in an airport,
Right.
And see, this is where the worrisome piece came on. Is this what we're going to be seeing in the future? Are you going to start having a security TSA fee added to your airline ticket?
Life is becoming very complicated.
Yeah. Are you going to see a TSA fee on your ticket?
Next thing we know, in order to go to the bathroom, you got to pay money to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. But think about it from a Disney perspective.
Oh man.
If this gets adopted at Disney, is Disney going to start saying bags bigger than X have to get specially searched and now come with a fee?
That's so dumb.
You see what I'm saying?
God,
Like,
that'd be
you
bad.
can see where this snowballs.
I do think that people aren't going to like this, though. And if enough people don't like it, it won't catch on.
Well, people just won't bring bags anymore then.
No,
but there's some people
but
who
there's
need
some
to.
people who physically can't. And honestly, lounge flies are such a big part of Disney culture. I
Yeah.
can't see people. And what about vloggers? People that
That was my
physically
next
make
thing.
their
Like
money,
we bring in our
people
GoPros.
that
Like
are
think of
bringing-
what we
You're gonna
need.
carry 'em
cameras
by
and camera
hand,
bags,
or you're going to
No,
get searched.
Like people are going to be upset about this because everybody brings a bag.
Well, see, but this is where I'm really coming
man.
back to. You're right. Unless enough people throw a fit about it, it's not going to change for next year. But the funny part is, I think Disney really screwed up with this because lounge flies are such a big part of Disney culture. Disney parks, Disney conventions, Disney events. Lounge flies are there to specifically knowingly highlight
Lounge.
from brands like Loungefly. Like
Yeah.
you are calling it out. No lounge.
Sorry,
flies.
the
Like,
D23 bag you just spent, I don't know, who knows how much on.
$120.
You are not allowed to bring it in without paying to get searched.
Yeah.
And what about popcorn buckets? Those are technically like you can put things in them. Like people
Yeah.
have used them as purses
They're
before.
not going to let popcorn buckets in the arena. It's bigger than the.
That's-
Remember, they put in a sizing 5 by 9 by 2.
yeah.
That's it. 5
that's
inches
like-
by 9 inches by 2.
But like that's the point. You buy anything,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have to walk all the way back to your hotel.
So essentially, what I'm really pointing this out to anybody who's going to D23, like we are, if you're going over to the Honda Center,
Pay attention.
you are going to have to add in time to get back to your hotel, dump your stuff, and then go to the Honda Center.
It's stupid and it's unfair, but it's
Now, I know
What's
there's
happening?
a time gap in there. It's not like, you have to go directly to, but, in the middle of the afternoon, say 5 o'clock, when the Honda Center events, they start at what, like 8 o'clock, I think?
Somewhere around there.
7 o'clock, 8, something like that. We'll say 7 o'clock. So you get 2 hours. You may only be 30 minutes from your hotel, but that's taking down rush traffic. That's 20 minutes to get there.
Right.
Now,
eat food,
20
to dinner.
minutes to get into your hotel, dump your stuff, maybe go to the bathroom, maybe change your shoes or whatever. Now that's enough. I mean, you're talking an hour and a half round trip just to get right back, which means now, then you still got to wait in line to get your ticket scanned to get into the Honda Center. Like, be forewarned. Give yourself that time because this is going to be a pain in the butt. And how many people aren't really going to pay attention to this, then get to the arena
So many.
and be like, I have to pay. I can't take this in.
There are going to be so many arguments that break out.
You know it's going to
Oh,
happen.
man.
we're definitely gonna
Absolutely.
have to
People
post
need-
some of this video on TikTok to get the word out.
There might be some very interesting footage that people get.
Yeah.
No
absolutely.
joke. There's be people who break out in full blown out arguments probably
I'm
over this.
sure
So
they will.
I can't wait to see the footage of that.
Remember when you took the stool to Disneyland?
Yeah.
That was something sort of similar, but he took one of those collapsible stools to Disneyland because
Oops.
at the time Disney World was still allowing them.
Right.
And so they went and took it to Disneyland. They waited in, a half an hour security line, got all the way up to the front, and they made him take it back to the hotel.
which was fine. I'm not upset that happened. What actually upset me in that situation, I waited in a 30, 40-minute security line. Mm-hmm. Then when we took it back, they wouldn't let me jump to the front because I'd already waited. They made me wait in the half-hour line again.
Right.
And I was like, you were the one that just told me to go back. You know I waited in line. Yep. Nope, got to go back. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But this policy is going to be very interesting. I don't like it. I think it's hopefully not a sign of things to come.
No, it's discriminatory and rude, and
it's going to become interesting. But I don't know. I think it's very interesting that they waited until after they sold the tickets,
right? Yeah,
and that they put it out. I mean, like I said, this went out from when we recorded this video and posted. It was only 4 days ago, so it's new content. This isn't. We knew this 2 days before buying tickets,
right? Mm-hmm.
So. But let us know at home what you think on this. You think this policy sucks like we do? Do you disagree and think we're totally nuts and this policy is great? Let us know. Make sure to leave a comment below. We always appreciate the support. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're going to be dropping all kinds of new content around, so we're definitely going to have some fun on this channel. And until then, we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Castle to Castle podcast. Make sure you check out our social media and visit us online at www.castletocastlepodcast.com. Be sure to tune in next time, and we will brighten your Disney day as usual.